free and we're an independent country and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's awesome. Thank you, to all the people that ever served. Thank you to our founding fathers and the people that worked and made this amazing country what it is today. But now we're here, and yet so many people are still slaves to their own minds and to addictive patterns. So if you feel like you fall in that category, I challenge you today to make today the day you become free from something that's controlling you or hurting your life in some way or another. And like I said, it could be anything. So another thing people don't think about, because why would you, with the way the world is and the way you've been parented and the way you've been taught in the education system, you want to have freedom from your thoughts. How often do you stop and try to be present and sit just in like spatial awareness and recognize the being and the life that you are within yourself? How often do you just stop and meditate and try to eliminate all thoughts? All thoughts. A lot of people would be just shocked, be totally bamboozled to even comprehend such a concept of how can I sit and be conscious and not think? It's very possible. You can sit and totally empty your mind of thoughts. I recommend go into that, try to do that, because a lot of times we get caught up in thoughts, thought patterns, thought concepts, everything that goes on in our head. Thoughts are important, they make up your life, but you don't want your thoughts controlling you, because your thoughts will lead to the emotions, and then the emotions make you feel, and then they affect your behavior and your actions and your whole life. They create your life, right? But your true self is not actually your thoughts. Your thoughts are more like coming through your true self. And you don't want to be a slave to habitual thought patterns, especially if they're negative. Positive, it's a little bit different. Like if you wake up and you just automatically think, today's going to be a great day, I'm ready to crush it, I'm going to go help people, I'm going to go win, I'm going to eat healthy, I'm going to make good choices. Those are good thoughts to have habitually without having to consciously think about them. You want to program your unconscious mind to work to your advantage, to work in your favor, not against you. So, but even if you have negative unconscious thought patterns, you're a slave to those too. Meaning, how do you react? Like when you're driving in traffic and you're in a traffic jam, do you get all pissed off and slam the wheel and get angry and upset and yell at the person in front of you? And, do you react that way when that doesn't do anything? Do you react that way? Like, that's not freedom. Your emotions and your negative thoughts are in control. That's not freedom. So that's the perfect example of freedom from the outside world, freedom from the world, freedom from things having to be the way you think they have to be. If you didn't have that thought of like, oh, why is this traffic slow? Why am I in this traffic jam? It's not supposed to be that way. If you didn't have that thought, then you'd be okay. You wouldn't be unhappy. But because of that thought, that unconscious thought of, oh, now I'm going to be late. Oh, crap. Someone said this to me. Someone called me a bad name. Like just moments ago, 20 minutes ago, I was called a bad name or a label on a post, on a comment. And like, it was just there. Like, it was like, okay. And then I went on. Then I moved on. Like, there was no, I wasn't mad. I didn't reply back in a nasty way. In fact, I replied back in a very positive way. Like, that's freedom. That's freedom. Freedom to not be in control of negative thoughts. Freedom to not let negative thoughts, emotions, and feelings control your life. That's real freedom. Freedom to be in control of your true self and to live from that place as often as humanly possible. You won't always. You'll make mistakes sometimes. But to do it as often as possible, it's going to allow you to lead the best life possible. And that's why that's my purpose. That's a big part of my purpose, is to educate, motivate, inspire the masses, young men, people that tune in, watch my videos, people that work with me, is to help you live the best life possible, is to help this world become a better place, one human being at a time. And I think that's how everyone should really live on some level or another. So make today, if you're addicted to something, if you're honest with yourself, which is great. Hey, if you can sit down and be honest with yourself and say, I'm addicted to this, or this thing, or this environment, or this belief in my head, this invisible belief in my head is controlling me. I'm a slave to it. If you feel that way about something, make today the day you stop being addicted to whatever it is. Make today that day when so many people are just going out and unconscious. So many people around the world, just in general, just live an unconscious behavior. A lot of times it's because they don't know any better, but eventually when you become an adult, I think it's up to you. Like, you're responsible for your life. You're always fully responsible for your decisions, your choices, how you respond in any given situation. So stop letting circumstances or conditions define you or control you. Stop saying, this person made me feel angry. This event made me feel that way. Like, you're going to feel emotions, but then be in control of them. Don't let them escalate. Don't let them get worse. Don't let them make you do things that aren't aligned with your higher self, like I was talking about. Live aligned with your higher self. That's true freedom. That's not always taking things personally. That's not always getting hurt. When you're getting hurt, a lot of times your ego is getting involved. So you have these thoughts and these ideas of, oh, this is who I am, and this is how I have to be, and this is how people think about me. And if you say this, then that means that this isn't true. Then you get all hurt, and you get all into a tizzy, and you get all upset. You can eliminate all that by just living from this other place, this spatial conscious awareness of this higher being, this your true self, and not take things personally. Like, you'll still get hurt, you'll still feel emotions. I'm not saying don't ever feel sad, don't ever get mad. You need to, but don't let it escalate. Don't say, so-and-so made me hit so-and-so, or so-and-so made me shout and scream, or the traffic made me upset. Like, nothing really actually makes you feel a certain way. Like, you choose it. Like, you might respond, like, biologically. Like, there's a lot of debate to this stuff, and I don't want to get into that. But just strive to take full responsibility for all your behavior, all your actions, all your thoughts. Live a conscious, driven life where you're out every day trying to make a difference, trying to make the world a better place. And you're not dependent upon circumstances and conditions to be a certain way. That's real freedom. That's true freedom. And then if you can live from that place and continuously work on yourself, work on your business, work on your health every day, then the outer world will become a reflection of your inner world, and your conditions will make life easier. But life will never be easy. That's key. Life will never be easier, but it can get easier. Conditions, circumstances, events, people, situations, they're here to help us learn and grow and discover and awaken and experience life, and sometimes make things easier. And a lot of times they make things harder, but through every adversity and difficulty, there's always a lesson to be learned. So remember that. Going through tough times, tough situations, stress, adversity, pain, loss, death, accidents, there's always something to be learned. Like, no matter what's happening, and I know life can hit hard and be really bad sometimes, but like, no matter what's happening ever, I'm always thinking, myself personally, how can I learn what I'm supposed to be learning in my life right now? Why am I going through this lesson? Like, what is the lesson I'm supposed to be learning? Why am I going through this trial? Why is this situation happening? What am I supposed to be learning, and what am I supposed to be doing? Like, get aligned with your higher self and your purpose. Your life will be a lot easier, actually. You'll live from a place of complete and total abundance. That's true abundance. You look at the guys like, I love them. Great training. Great training. Great mentors. Gary Vaynerchuk, great mentor, hard worker. Grant Cardone, great mentor, hard worker. Those guys aren't free. those guys aren't free. If you're addicted to anything, that takes away some of your freedom, including work. If you're addicted to work, if you traded an addiction for a new addiction, whether the old one was horrible, could have been drugs, meth, alcohol, for working and building your business, it's way better to be addicted to working and making a difference and sharing and educating the masses than it is to do drugs. But you're still not free. That's still not completely right. Every person, I personally believe, we're meant to live a life of balance and harmony, living from our true, authentic, genuine higher self. That's what I believe. So you might think, once I'm a millionaire, I'm going to be on top of the world, I'm going to be free, I'm going to be happy, people will respect me, and then I'll be acknowledged, and then everything will be great, and then then business will always be easy, and then I'll be able to buy whatever I want, then I'll be able to fly all over the world and buy a Lamborghini, and that's awesome if that happens, but, if you need that to happen, you're not free. And if you still need the conditions to improve when it does happen, because you do what it takes to make it happen, and anybody can pretty much go out and do anything, you're still not going to be free. Hate to break it to you, but that's the truth. And it took me about 5 years to learn this, until I recently really changed a lot and worked on myself a lot, went within a lot. But it's just the truth. Like the sooner you can come to terms with this truth, like this reality, the better your life is going to be, faster. If you have to work, you're not free. If you're addicted to having to do something all the time, it means you're addicted to your thoughts. It means you're in a chaotic, constant state of frenetic energy. You have to be moving. Otherwise, if you're not, then you're out of balance, which isn't right, because that state, that unnatural state of chaos and frenetic energy, that's not a natural balanced state, right? So you want to go deeper. The point of the message today is you want to go deeper, right? Than just the money, than just the lifestyle. Go past the stuff. Go past the temporary conditions. Money, it's temporary. Lifestyle, it's temporary. Right? Go past the temporary stuff. Go past just the physical manifestation. Go beyond it. Go deeper. Why are you really here? That's what I'm saying. Get aligned with your dharma. Get aligned with your true purpose. And live from your higher self, which your higher self is complete abundance already. It's complete and total freedom. It's complete success. It's already whole. It's enough. It's great and perfect just the way it is. Nothing more needs to be added and nothing needs to be taken away. Your higher self. Live from your higher self. That's true freedom. That's true freedom. Right? So that will allow you, that will allow you to live with real, true freedom, and then you'll be able to manifest the things that you prefer, or the way you'd like your life to be. You'll be able to manifest that way quicker when you come from this place, anyhow, and with a lot less stress, a lot less effort, a lot less pain, a lot less time. You'll be able to get the results you truly want. You'll be able to get those when you come from your higher self instead of your ego, instead of, this is the way I think it needs to be, and this is the way I think people want me to live, and if I know I just do this, I'll get a result. Stop living life as if everything is simply a means to an end. It's not. Sometimes that focus helps you just get things done, but overall, your life is not a means to an end. Like, there's purpose behind it. There's reason behind it. Get in touch with that. Get in touch with that philosophy, and you'll truly be free. And you'll be free from work addictions, free from food addictions, free from alcohol addictions, free from tobacco, free from pills, free from the need of approval from others, which is a big cripple.